If you only type questions into ChatGPT, you're using about 10% of what it can actually do. This is for people who run a business or a team and do not write code. 7 built-in ChatGPT features that hand you hours back every week. No plugins, nothing technical, all already in the app you're paying for. Miss them and you're paying for a tool that does the work while you do it by hand. Same app, same price, 7 switches most people never flip. Here's the map. The first 4 change how you use ChatGPT every day. The last 3 do work without you even sitting there. And feature 7, the last one, I'd bet 90% of you have never switched it on. It's the one I use the most, so stick around for that. None of this needs a subscription upgrade or a single line of code. I'll tell you which kind of work each one takes off your plate. By the end, you'll know exactly which one to set up first for your job. Let's start with the feature that kills the most annoying habit. Say you run a small marketing agency. Every morning you open a new chat and type the same thing. Act like a copywriter, keep it short, no fluff, British English. Every single conversation, from scratch. That's the mistake. You're re-explaining who you are to a tool that could just remember it. The fix is custom instructions. 1 box in settings. You tell ChatGPT your role, who you serve, and how you want answers laid out, once. Now every new chat starts with that context already baked in. Mine says, answer in plain English, give me the answer first, then the reasoning. That alone saves the first 3 messages of every chat I open. It takes 10 seconds to set, and you never type that intro again. Your answers come back in your voice from message 1. Now say you're juggling 3 clients at once. Every chat drops into one endless list. It's Monday, and you can't find the brief you wrote Friday. The mistake is treating ChatGPT as one giant scroll and scrolling to find anything. Projects fix that. Think of it as a folder per client or per topic, and each folder has its own files and its own instructions. Drop a client's brand guide in once, and every chat inside that project can see it. No re-uploading, no re-explaining. Your accounting questions stop bleeding into your marketing ones. Open the project and you're back in full context in 1 click. It's the difference between a filing cabinet and a pile on the floor. Everything for that client lives in one place, ready when you are. You get handed a messy sales spreadsheet, 900 rows. Your boss wants the top region by Friday afternoon. Most people copy little pieces into a chat, or worse, eyeball it and guess. By Friday, they've burned an hour in the wrong tab and still aren't sure. Instead, upload the whole file and ask in plain English. Which region grew the most last quarter, and draw me a chart. ChatGPT writes the analysis, runs it, and hands you the chart. Works on PDFs too. And if the PDF is ugly, that free tool from my last video, Mark It Down, turns it into clean text first, so nothing gets lost. Then ask a follow-up in plain English. Now split that region by month. It just keeps going. You go from a wall of numbers to an answer in one message. You're drafting a client proposal. Paragraph 2 is perfect. Paragraph 4 is a mess. So you hit regenerate, and now the good paragraph is gone too. That's the mistake. Regenerating the whole thing to fix 1 line. You lose 10 minutes and the version you actually wanted. Canvas opens your draft in an editor right beside the chat. Highlight just the paragraph you hate and tell it to fix only that. You edit like it's a document, not a slot machine. Wait, honestly, this is the one that changed my writing week the most. Line edits, tone changes, 1 section at a time, nothing else touched. You keep the paragraph you love and fix only the one you don't. Before I get to feature 7, the one almost nobody turns on and the one I use most. If you're the person who has to make AI work without a tech team, subscribe. 1 workflow every Tuesday, real numbers, stuff you can set up the same week. Okay, feature 5. Say you think better on your feet than at a keyboard. You've got a decision to make and you're pacing the office. Most people never leave the text box, so all that thinking out loud never happens. Voice mode. Tap the icon and just talk. It talks back, asks follow-ups, you brainstorm a whole plan on a walk with your hands free. Honestly, for deep work, I still type. But for thinking out loud away from the desk, this is the fastest way to get an idea out of your head. The school run, a long drive, the walk between meetings, that's where it wins. Ideas you'd never sit down and type come easy when you just talk. You tell ChatGPT about your business on Monday. By Thursday, in a new chat, it's a blank slate again and you're retyping all of it. The mistake is starting cold every time when it can carry context for you. Memory fixes that. Across chats, it remembers your company, your product, your preferences. Wait, this one trips people up, so let me be clear. It's not the same as custom instructions. Instructions are rules you set on purpose. Memory is what it picks up as you talk. Open settings, look at what it saved, and delete anything that's wrong. you stay in control. The payoff? Every new chat already knows the basics, so you start halfway there. One less thing to repeat, every single day. Every Monday at 8, you sit down and build the same status summary by hand. Same shape, different week, forever. The mistake is doing recurring work manually when ChatGPT can put it on a timer. Scheduled tasks. You tell ChatGPT to do something on a schedule and it runs on its own. Every Monday at 8, give me 3 sharp questions to ask my team this week. It fires without you and the answer is already waiting when you open the app. This is the 90% one, the feature almost nobody switches on. I'm not sure it beats a real automation tool for anything complex, but for a recurring brief or a nudge, it's the fastest thing I have ever set up. Set it Sunday night and Monday morning does itself. You wake up to the work instead of starting it. No app to learn, no integration, just a sentence and a time. That's a real task off your list, running on autopilot. So that's 7. Custom instructions in memory, so it knows you. Projects and files, so it has your stuff. Canvas, to edit like a human. Voice, to think out loud. And scheduled tasks, so it works while you don't. Remember that 10% from the start? Type a question, ChatGPT is the 10%. These 7 are the other 90%, the part almost nobody turns on. Don't set up all 7 today. Pick the one that hits your biggest daily annoyance and switch that on now. Small setups today, hours back every week after. If this saved you an hour, subscribe. Next Tuesday, I'm building a full workflow out of feature 7, start to finish, no code. I put all 7 into a free 1-page setup checklist, the exact settings and where to click, link in the description. The checklist is free. The comment telling me which feature you turned on first is the price. And if you want to see these actually run inside a real system, the build right here is the place to start.